Prince William visits hospital where wife Kate Middleton was born to showcase healthcare charity. Prince William has returned to the hospital where his wife, Kate Middleton, was born for a somber anniversary. It has been 5 years since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, and the Prince of Wales wanted to pay tribute to a health charity that helps staff and patients. Prince William, 42, visited the Royal Berkshire Hospital in Reading, England, on March 5 to see the impact of the funds raised by NHS Charities Together, which kicked off an urgent appeal to cope with the enormous workload and necessary supplies required by frontline staff and volunteers back in 2020. The hospital where Princess Kate, 43, was born in January 1982 is also the place where the UK's first COVID-19 victim died in March 2020. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. NHS Charities Together, of which William is a patron, raised more than $19 million, £15 million, in the first 5 days of its appeal that started in March 2020. It went on to bring in $200 million, £160 million, to support patients, hospital staff and volunteers on the front line of the health crisis. During his visit, Prince William spoke to staff and volunteers, telling them, "Everyone in the NHS is there to care for others, so the last person who gets looked after is the individual. And I've seen when I've worked with doctors and nurses, when I've worked with paramedics, they always put it down the line because they don't want to put their workload on someone else. For me, looking into the nation's mental health over the last few years, unless there's almost enforced breaks in someone's career, as part of your career development, we're never going to get to that point where you can look after their mental health because you always rely on the individual to put their hand up," he added. Prince William's office at Kensington Palace said the funds are thought to have helped nearly 2/3 of NHS staff with counselling, rest areas and projects in the community. The Prince and Princess of Wales last visited the hospital in December 2020 during a 1,250-mile trip around the UK to check in with different communities as each area faced the unprecedented crisis. An overwhelming 90% of the projects are continuing in hospitals like the Royal Berkshire, including the Oasis Health and Wellbeing Centre and Garden which was set up there. The Prince of Wales used his time at the hospital on March 5 to tour the centre and its garden and see the range of activities that help staff with their own health and mental health. He met some of those who have been using the Wellbeing Centre and open green space, as well as staff who were working at the hospital during the pandemic. During his royal visit, William also saw some poignant reminders of the human cost of the pandemic. 2 of the Health Trust's members of staff, Dr. Peter Tunn and Nurse Julie Edward, died during the crisis and trees have been planted in the garden in their memory. Prince William forced to delete post after making huge error in first update since family holiday. The Prince of Wales has returned to his royal duties after enjoying a family holiday. But Prince William was forced to delete a social media post about his latest engagement after making an error. The father of 3 was pictured shaking hands with the new men's manager for England's national football team, Thomas Tuchel, at Windsor Castle. The first post on X, formerly known as Twitter, read, "Great to meet new at England manager Thomas Tuchel for the first time today, and hear about plans for the team." But minutes later, it was deleted and reposted with, "Great to meet new at England men's manager Thomas Tuchel for the first time today, and hear about plans for the team." As well as the men's England manager, there is also Serena Wiegman, who is the head coach of the women's team. Hello. Understands the meeting between the Prince and Thomas lasted for over an hour, and was an opportunity for the new coach to share his views on the team since taking on the role and his hopes for the future. In recent years, he supported the 3 Lions in person at the Euro 2020 and 2024 tournaments, with his eldest son, Prince George, also accompanying his father. As well as supporting the national football teams, the Prince is an avid follower of West Midlands side, Aston Villa. William has been spotted in the stands at their Premier League matches as well as their Champions League clashes. After attending the Emergency and Critical Care Conference in Birmingham in January, he was spotted enjoying a drink with Villa fans in a pub before returning to London by train. Revealing he supports the club in 2015, William told Gary Lineker, "I wanted to have a team that was more mid-table that could give me more emotional roller coaster moments. Aston Villa's always had a great history. The Prince and Princess of Wales will travel to Pontypridd in South Wales on Wednesday ahead of St. David's Day on March 1st, their first joint appearance since the royals reportedly enjoyed a family getaway to the Caribbean island of Mustique during the children's February half-term from school. Prince William and Kate Middleton plan to make a striking change when they become king and queen. Prince William will become the head of the British royal family upon the death of King Charles III. Prince William and his wife, Kate Middleton, plan to steer the British royal family into a new era when they become king and queen of the United Kingdom by favoring activism over public engagements. The 42-year-old will ascend to king upon the death of his father, Charles III, who is currently battling cancer and has done so for around a year, yet the change could be inspired by the 75-year-old. Traditionally, the British head of state would not engage in politics or activism and would adopt a backseat ceremonial role, unless it was to serve as an ice-breaking ambassador to foreign nations on behalf of the UK's interests. But King Charles has made his environment concerns a mantra of his life, and now that may have been passed on to his eldest son, who plans to continue the philanthropic endeavors at the expense of public appearances. Theories of this change came as per the Sun's royal exclusive show as Cameron Walker and Bronte Coy discussed whether royals should have a retirement age and remarked on the exceptional longevities of Queen Elizabeth II, Prince Philip and their daughter, Princess Anne, and recently attended a 2-day tour of South Africa despite suffering a head injury in a horse-related incident at the start of 2025, whilst her mother continued working despite battling COVID-19 in her 90s. Middleton, the Princess of Wales, has also continued her quest to return to public life after completing her round of chemotherapy and seems keen to ramp up her duties once again, including a memorable trip to the Royal Marsden Hospital's cancer ward. Whilst Prince William has generally had a clean bill of health, he is a patron of countless societies. The family supports over 1,000 in total, and alongside them all are Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Prince William reveals challenge for Prince Louis as royal shares what children keep from him. Prince William was out on royal business on Thursday as the Prince of Wales visited Toxteth, Liverpool, and spoke with members of a community hub, the Tiber Young People's Steering Group. In a message on social media, signed C, she said, "I wanted to take the opportunity to say thank you to the Royal Marsden for looking after me so well during the past year. My heartfelt thanks goes to all those who have quietly walked alongside William and me as we have navigated everything." She paid tribute to the exceptional care and advice she received during her diagnosis, saying she and William couldn't have asked for more. Kate will now take on a role as a joint patron at the Royal Marsden NHS Foundation Trust. She hopes to save many more lives by supporting groundbreaking research and clinical excellence, as well as promoting patient and family well-being. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.